Yeah, doing good, thank you.
Obviously, we're proud of the win, and really proud of the way that they bonded together numerous times in the second half. And tough locker room at halftime, and it really wasn't for me, and it was more them. And I felt really good that if we got a couple things figured out, and we did a little bit better getting back to the game plan defense, and played a little more aggressive, and at the same time ran our offense with more pop, more downhill, more in an attacking way, that we would chip into it. And then certainly we got down 16, but our guys really continued to respond to each other. And very proud of the contributions, very proud of the comeback of really almost every one of them in the second half. And that's how you get better. You know, you learn how to get better inside of the game, and it usually comes the old-fashioned way. On the defensive end with the rebounding, in our case with pushing the ball and continuing to reverse the ball, and going inside like we can do now. And then I was really proud of the effort on the glass. To get 20 offensive rebounds against that team, especially at crucial times, was really important. So, you know, switching defenses and all those type of things, they're only as good as the players make it. And our players did a fantastic job of responding to their strengths and playing through it. And we were the victor, and we're very proud of the win, because I know we beat a really, really good team. No doubt about that. Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, was that more of a 1-3-1 or a 2-3?
More of a 2-3. It was more of a 2-3, but you have to be so concerned about their shooters, and we don't spend a lot of time on the zone right now, and we had to make an adjustment in the first half because we were zoning their high pick and rolls, and they found shooters. I mean, it's when you're playing Notre Dame, it's so much more personnel based, but we needed to stop. We weren't getting down quick enough, and they had the same issue with us. I'm not sure what Mike's game plan was, but it's very hard to bring double coverage into the post when you have a team of shooters like they have, and basically like we have. So I'm not sure what his game plan was with that, but we were able to get it inside. They were, and we weren't getting down in there to help quick enough. And Zach and Bonzi were doing a fantastic job. But you don't go into the game thinking you're going to spend a lot of time zoning Notre Dame, but you do have to have it ready. And we had another defense ready, but at the same time, Bonzi played really well today, and he played like that. They're going to be really, really good. So it was more of that 2-3 line.
How important confidence-wise can a team like this?
Hi, Carol. Hi, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No problem. How important confidence-wise to win a game this way can this be going into the conference?
Well, we got another game,
Yeah.
and that's really important that we respond right the next 2 days to getting better and getting ready for Kennesaw State. But I think it is. I think it's the way we won the game, and I think it's the way we responded to what we weren't doing in the first half. And as I said to them, you can bottle it up and it becomes part of who you are, or you can forget about it and it just becomes a one-game experience, and it was a great win. And in our case, you know, we let our offense dictate our lack of offense dictate our mindset too much in the first half, and that can't be. You know, that can't be, and again, it made us a little slower defensively, not quite as locked in on a couple of rotations, and we can't have that. And then you get a couple of turnovers, and that's the stuff that we've got in the gate and get rid of. But the way they won it in the second half, I hope they can continue to build up. That becomes a personal responsibility on each person to remember how they did it and how they came together to help their teammates.
Kind of a twofold question, but you talked about it a little bit, just kind of what made you go to zone through, I guess, not just once or twice, but it felt like it was really sustained there, maybe more than it has been at other points this season. And do you feel like guys just kind of grew into it a little bit in
Well, I
terms
think
of
so.
confidence?
Yeah, I think so. They got confidence from it, and we were scoring on the other end. I think we held them to 1 out of their last 11, so you're getting confidence from it. We rebounded out of it, and again, we go into a game. I mean, you're not going to go against Notre Dame, in my mind, and just say, okay, we're just going to guard them this way, because I think they're too good. I mean, Mike's too good, and they're too good. They have too many different ways to figure things out, and so you have to have different things there. And it just became It was risk reward a little bit. We were struggling with the post because we couldn't get down in there quick enough to help get the ball out. And they pass it too well. They move too well without the ball, and they're too committed to their spacing in my mind, okay, good, bad, or indifferent. In our mind, to run a true double scheme, okay, because they picked that apart. So but again, the defense they were aggressive, they were communicating, the bumps were strong, and we were able to rebound out of it, challenge shots and rebound. What was the second part?
And then it's kind of, you got them both.
Okay, all right.
You said it was a tough locker room at halftime, and it really wasn't from you?
I was calm. Just our guys. I mean, they weren't happy with the way they played. The coaches weren't happy. But I knew I loved our locker room before the game. I absolutely loved it. And to me, I can think of all great memories that I've had as a head coach where you went on the road, and it all started in that locker room. It starts certainly in your preparation and at your walkthrough and your practices before you get there, and we had really good ones with all of that. But to me, it's a feel of the locker room before. And we just had to rekindle that a little bit. They were really ready to play. And we just didn't have things go right for us enough, and we got our heads down a little bit. But I was one of those days where I was very confident that they would bounce back because they've been growing up and getting better.
Coach, you have quite a few kids.
I'm sorry?
You have quite a few kids from in-state on your team. Just how important was this win for them?
It was a great win against a great team, and that's what it is. Certainly you want to play well in this environment. It's a high-level environment. This is one of the great arenas I haven't been everywhere in the world, okay, but I know in the United States it is, all right? And it's high level in every area. It's run from top to bottom in a great way, and it's an honor to play here. I mean, it really is, and the crowd responded, for both teams. So, in that sense, you want to win in an environment like this. You want to win in your city, but it's a great win against a great team. That's the most important thing.
Tom, how about what you got from OG, really, especially offensive rebound?
That's been coming. I mean, and for him, it's a matter of understanding how good he can be every day in practice, learning more, not thinking as much, which all freshmen go through. Thomas is going through the same thing. And we knew we were going to have him ready because we were really banged up this week, and really banged up. And I'm really proud of the guys that responded to their situations. They were cleared to play, and this was not a normal, exam week is never normal, but this wasn't normal either, with how many guys were missing practice. So really proud of the way they responded, and he was a beneficiary of really getting better this week, and hopefully he can build on that.
It seemed like Robert really wanted it too, just came out, played pretty hard even early.
Yeah, I didn't think we weren't playing hard at the beginning. We just weren't aggressive enough. And again, it manifests itself on both ends of the court. We weren't playing downhill enough offensively. Our cuts weren't sharp. We weren't coming off. Notre Dame overplays. They deny. They're good defensively. They don't get nearly enough credit for how good they are defensively. So you're not just going to pop out against Notre Dame. And so, but we thought we were, and they stagnated us a little bit. But Robert had a fantastic game, a fantastic game, and he just keeps getting better and better, and he's got big assignments defensively. But James did. I mean, James responded from the turnovers. He responded, and that's what had to happen. But the teammates. They were great teammates for each other in a tough situation, right? Because we never really had the lead till the end. So they hadn't been down that road, where they had to come back like that, or where they had come back like that. So great experience for them. Anybody else?
Thanks.
All right, thank you. Happy holidays.